Good evening, everyone. It may not be evening where you are, but it's evening where I am, so it's evening now for you too. You're welcome. I don't care if you're watching this in the morning. Look outside. The sun could be going down. You don't know. Thanks so much, guys. You've actually been very supportive, and there's been loads of comments, and I've gotten to talk to a lot of you. A lot of you joined my Discord as well, so thank you for that. We actually almost got the 2K at this moment, which is we went from 1K in the last video to 2K in this one, so that was a big jump. It's kind of unreal, I'm not gonna lie. So looky here, we have some very interesting news. Arknights memoir is now confirmed. This is on Arknights itself. I am on Arknights. You can see it's the thing. It's not a website or anything. So it is coming. It is happening. As you can see, we will be getting Mr. Phantom. Hello there, good gentleman.
Hello there.
So what this basically confirms is that we are getting closer and closer. I mean, inevitably we were, but we are getting closer and closer to the limited, and if I can please, for the love of everything, scroll. We are getting closer and closer to W's banner. Now, W's been hecka hyped. She has her own song. This is basically her own story. Honestly, I think she's a fan favorite. She's a writer favorite. Everyone's favorite. We don't know. I mean, I do know. Everyone's simping for her real hard. But she will be limited, meaning that she will not be here for a long time. She'll be up when her banner comes, which we still don't know the date of, but I do have something special for you. You see, I have leaked gameplay. She's been on CN for years. What are you talking about? But I have leaked gameplay of W on Global, if you would like to see. Play the clip, editor Chad. As you can see, in the W gameplay, she beats up Spot. I got to try this out. Absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10. I want to get it now just for the sheer fact that she did this. But yeah, seriously, W is coming up and I kind of want to talk about it. So yeah, if you like the video and the content, please subscribe. You can check out my other videos and leave a like. It really does help. I think W is really good. Like, okay, so I'm not rolling on this banner for W now that we're actually getting on that topic. I'm actually rolling for eedy. Eedy is stupidly good. It's like, imagine Shaw on steroids, okay? And Shaw can summon a tinier Shaw that's on more steroids. That's what Eedy is like. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things. If you looked at the Phantom animated preview, you will see that for Arknights memoir, it's mostly about W and her story. She's been hyped up. She even has her own song, and she has her own unique kit. So W is an AoE sniper. She does physical splash damage. Her thrust gives her extra 100 attack. That's 1 attack per percentage of thrust you give her. Okay, wait, actually, before we do this, let me show you her numbers. Let's just take E2 90. That's 900, okay? Plus the 100. She has 1,000 attack. End of story. Do you understand? We're on the same page? Okay, we just work with the number 1,000. That's our basis. So her first skill, immediately firing a grenade. You know, it's a manual trick, duration infinite. Something's weird here, but I'm assuming you press it like meteorite. I'm assuming you use it like hers. You just press it and it shoots. But this does a lot of physical damage and stuns for quite a bit actually. 2 seconds at 7 and 3 at M3. But her skill 2 is like one of my favorites. So every 8 this will auto trigger, and the next attack will bury a landmine in an eligible tile, having the right to obtain or do something. Huh. I didn't know tiles have rights. So it places a landmine on a tile that lasts for 120 seconds. Now if you know Arknights, that's a long ass fucking term. And then landmines trigger when an enemy passes over it, dealing a shit ton of damage to all nearby enemies and stunning them. Now, this is her range. You need to understand that if no one walks in her range and triggers the landmines, she can populate this entire area with landmines, right? And then you can just let people through and they'll walk through it and they will suffer. Skill 3, you plant bombs on, wait, it's 3 at 7 and then 4 at M1 and then more damage, and I'm confusing myself with these M3s and skills. We're just gonna leave it at skill 7 because that's where I'll leave it if I get her. So she plants bombs on 3 targets with the highest HP in the attack range. Afterwards, the bombs will explode, dealing 280% physical damage to all nearby enemies and stunning them. I noticed a pattern here. Her grenades stun people. Well, I mean, if I got hit by a grenade, I would be stunned. Is this all just stun grenades? Her 1000 attack makes all of these do. That's 2800 damage. 2800 damage. 3,500 damage. This is just a lot. She just do big numbers throwing it at people. Oh yeah, her E2 art. Wait, her E2 art looks sick. Look at this, it's so cool. So her talents, the one is ambush. For 10 seconds after she's deployed, she gains magical evasion and physical evasion and becomes less likely to be targeted by enemies. So not only are enemies not gonna hit her, if they do somehow try to hit her, she will dodge things. Well, 60% chance, you know, RNG, up to you. Then she has Ruthless. This one makes stunned enemies take 18% more physical damage. Simple. They stun, they take more damage from all physical sources. Start saving up, because once her banner's gone, she's gone for at least a year. She may come back eventually. Now, I'm going to talk about the other operators, so if you only cared about W, oopsie. But I do want to talk about them because they are on the banner, they are coming, and they are really good as well. All of them. But please note that the rest of the operators aren't limited, only W is. Weedy is sure on steroids, and why I say that is because Weedy is also a pusher. She just pushes people, simple. And she can attack enemies equal to the block count and can be placed anywhere like most pushers and pullers can. High ground, low ground, insert, it's over Anakin. I have the high ground meme somewhere. This is the last unit I specifically want. In order to round out my team. I E2'd Snow Sand in preparation for her, so I have a puller and a pusher. Let's talk about Weedy. What makes it different? Well, she has very good stats for a pusher. Look at that, like, I'm gonna 600 and something, plus 45 attack, and she's got pretty decent defense with 400, with over 400, so she's got very nice stats. She can actually be used as a guard. You can drop her to hold the line. She does really well, and she does a lot of damage because she can do physical or magical damage, and we'll get into that. Please note that when you're using a pusher or a puller, if you M3 the ability on the 3rd level, the force goes up. It happens for most skills. See, it's small, and then boom, medium. Her second skill is infinite. This increases her attack interval, which makes her attack slower. Her attack increases by 200% extra. I did the math, it's like 2,100 or something. And she gets 2 extra attack tiles for her range. Attacks change to range splash damage, which push the target away with a medium force for infinite duration. So she will just constantly push people back. It's actually very good. And actually, I didn't want to introduce this yet, but let's go into it since we are here. Now, Weedy's talent is that she can use a water cannon for 20 seconds. So she's kind of like she can summon a water cannon. So it's like a summoner. The water cannon can attack a single enemy and push it away with a small force. Once E2'd, the force of the water cannon's normal attacks and skills is increased by 1. And if the water cannon is deployed adjacent to Weedy, she will recover, Weedy will recover 1 SP every 3 seconds. And why her cannon is so cool, you can place it anywhere, so it can help out in things in different areas of the map. But when you use this girl's skill 3, she will immediately fire a shot of compressed LN2, that's liquid nitrogen, dealing 350% magical splash damage. Why am I reading like that?
Just do it!
And pushing the targets away with a huge force. Now, huge force is level 3. This is at M3. It's a large force at level 7, but I'm looking at M3 because I want to M3 this thing. And I want to tell you why this is stupid. So we're not even going to get to the rest of the ability yet. I just want to point out a huge force. That's level 3. That's one of the biggest pushes in the game. You make someone lighter with Angelina, they are going to go flying, right? Additionally, for 8 seconds, the targets receive 2 damage proportional to the distance moved. That's 1,200 damage per square they move. And if the water cannon is adjacent to Weedy, it will fire the same shot. Now here's something interesting about that. Because the water cannon is firing the same shot of huge force, not only are they both pushing this guy, or whatever you want to push, not only are they going to send him to the next dimension and Kingdom Come Beyond, but note that the water cannon's level is increased by 1, which means the water cannon is going to do a slightly bigger push than Weedy. It's going to do a next level push. Now we're going to go on to the 5-star on the banner, Elysium. Now, Elysium, I want you to imagine you had Myrtle, right? But Myrtle was taller, and she was a handsome man. Look at skill 2, boom! I don't know what it does exactly, I forget, but I knew it was good. So he stops attacking while gradually gaining 20 cost, so, you know, like skill 1, but it has higher SP cost, so it's worse for generating TP, but it has other effects, and that's what makes it good. So while the skill is active, he will lock onto 3 nearby enemies. The enemies locked on have minus 60 movement speed. They have minus 20% defense, so your snipers are going to be doing more damage because snipers do physical damage, so minus defense is good. And they lose stealth status, very good for snipers. So if you have snipers, this is your man. I don't really use snipers too much. I'm more of a caster kind of guy, and I think I'm going to stick with Myrtle more. But honestly, having them both together on skill 1, you'll never need deep again. You can put them down, activate their skills, and watch as you just place anything you want down. You will be the king of the land. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one, which I don't know when it is, but it'll probably be about Arknights memoir since it's coming out tomorrow, and then you're gonna play it, and I'm excited for the story. So yeah, it'll probably just be gameplay on that. So yeah, anyway, love you all. Thanks for the support. Goodbye and good night.
もう満タイ